man, you're back. Another Bellator fight week. What are the emotions going into this one? How are you feeling?
All the normal stuff, but mostly excited. Just ready to go out here, do something pretty incredible, do something special on Friday. Really looking forward to it. My last fight didn't go the way obviously I would have liked. I still won, but it wasn't a very good performance. And I think that's more than anything what I'm focused on doing here this time out is putting on a performance that I'm really proud of.
In your last opponent, Darian Abbey, he was an unknown. He was an amateur that was very highly touted coming into your fight. I don't think anybody necessarily knew he was that good, but
I knew, but
well, was that surprising at all to you? You just said you knew.
No. My career's been weird in the way that I think I've had maybe 2 fights go where the guy that I heard I was going to fight at the beginning was the guy that showed up in the cage. But I really can't say anything bad about Darian Abbey. He had an opportunity that most people wouldn't get, and he, damn near capitalized on it. So good for him. And he's a beast, man. I correspond with him on Instagram sometimes. I'm hoping that in the future we don't end up having to fight each other again, that we can train together. He's a good dude, And that said, I'm really, really impressed with what he was not only able to do with me, but what he's been able to do since. He took another fight and he won. He's fighting in the tournament here next week. We don't have a lot of guys that know the ins and outs of their last opponent's careers, probably like I do. But no, Darian, good on him, man. Every fight, what people don't realize is, especially heavyweight, is that imminent danger of getting clipped by something's there. Everybody heavyweight's got hands, whether they're technical or not. If somebody that weighs 260-something pounds hits you on the chin, man, things happen. And like I said, taking a step back, I knew that Darian Abbey was a skilled guy. I could only really find kickboxing fights of him, but I think with the exception of one fight of his that I saw in the lead up to that, he knocked out the dude that he fought. So I don't have anything bad to say about the dude. He's a good dude. And then a lot of the guys that I fought, I think Darian Abbey would beat them. With the exception of maybe 1 or 2 that would give him problems, I think Darian Abbey is more skilled than anybody I've fought up to that point.
Was that the most that you've been tested in your career? You took some big shots in that fight. I think certain points it looked like the referee was taking a look. Is that the most that you've had to overcome in a fight?
In terms of getting hurt, yes. Yeah, without a doubt, absolutely. I've never been clipped like that in a fight. As an amateur, one time I got hit with a shot that was close to the bell, and it didn't drop me. It just kind of one of those. So I was on my way back to the corner, kind of doing the penguin walk. But in terms of being hurt, yes. My pro debut was really hard. I fought a guy who was 3-0, I think, and he just that little extra edge, and I'd be coming off a year layoff. He gave me a really hard fight, but I ended up winning, so I don't say anything about that. But in terms of having to come back from real adversity like that, without a doubt.
Do you feel like you were able to prove something to yourself? I know it's obviously you go out there. There's different aspects of your game. Like you said, your margin of error is so thin for heavyweight. So for you to go out there and be able to take those big shots, is there anything that you were able to prove to yourself for that?
Not that I'm proud that I know this, but I have a good chin, I guess. I spar with a lot of heavy hitters. So I guess I kind of already knew that. It does make me, deep down kind of happy that whenever the chips were down, I was able to pull through and get the job done.
And you have an undefeated opponent in front of you, like yourself. What's the game plan going into this one? Is there something you're specifically setting out to prove? Do you feel like you have to go out there, get a good finish to be able to take that next step up?
No, not really. I just feel like I have to win. I just feel like I have to go out there and perform. And that's what I've been I've kind of taken the pressure off of getting a win, getting a result, and putting on a performance.
So it's really about the long term.
It's about getting better as a fighter and developing, adding skills, developing tools, all that other stuff. So that said, I always want to get the win. But that's really what I focused on in the last several months since I fought, was becoming a better fighter and then carrying that into my career moving forward.
And I think last time when we spoke, you had talked about the heavyweight Grand Prix and it just started to go.
Yeah.
And you said, I recognize I'm not quite there yet. How far do you think you are from being at that level?
I think I'm close, and I think that even from then to now, I feel like the only thing that separates me from the dudes that were in that tournament was just fights. A lot of those dudes, they have a lot of, been there, done that mileage on them. They fought the best dudes, all of them. And even if it wasn't all at heavyweight, I really think that the dudes in that bracket were all super skilled, tough guys. Like there's Pride veterans. There was King Mo's fought in Japan. Like, so I think that whenever the tournament first started to materialize, it probably would have made sense to have me there anyway. But I think that before too long, I think I can be at that level.
Last question: fans tune in for your fight. What are they going to see?
Steve Mowry was here next.